Never write in an email to someone something which you wouldn't say to that person's face.
At times.
At times.
At times.
At times.
Occasionally or from time to time.
Occasionally or from time to time.
He can be quite unpredictable at times.
He can be quite unpredictable at times.
في بعض الأحيان.
Behind the times.
Behind the times.
Behind the times.
Behind the times.
Outdated or not up to date.
Outdated or not up to date.
The company's technology is behind the times.
The company's technology is behind the times.
متأخر.
For the time being.
For the time being.
For the time being.
For the time being.
For the present or temporarily.
For the present or temporarily.
Let's continue with the current plan for the time being.
Let's continue with the current plan for the time being.
في الوقت الحالي.
From time to time.
From time to time.
From time to time.
From time to time.
Occasionally or periodically.
Occasionally or periodically.
We meet up from time to time for coffee.
We meet up from time to time for coffee.
من وقت لآخر.
In no time.
In no time.
In no time.
In no time.
Very quickly or almost instantly.
Very quickly or almost instantly.
She completed the task in no time.
She completed the task in no time.
في أي وقت من الأوقات.
In time.
In time.
In time.
In time.
Not too late or before a deadline.
Not too late or before a deadline.
He arrived in time for the meeting.
He arrived in time for the meeting.
في الوقت المناسب.
On time.
On time.
On time.
On time.
Punctual or at the expected time.
Punctual or at the expected time.
The train was surprisingly on time today.
The train was surprisingly on time today.
في الموعد.
Take one's time.
Take one's time.
Take one's time.
Take one's time.
Do something without rushing or hurry.
Do something without rushing or hurry.
Don't rush. Take your time to finish it.
Don't rush. Take your time to finish it.
خذ وقت.
Time after time.
Time after time.
Time after time.
Time after time.
Repeatedly or frequently.
Repeatedly or frequently.
Time after time he forgot his keys.
Time after time he forgot his keys.
مرة بعد مرة.
Toe the line.
Toe the line.
Toe the line.
Toe the line.
Follow the rules or conform to standards.
Follow the rules or conform to standards.
He always tries to toe the line at work.
He always tries to toe the line at work.
اصبع القدم الخط.
Tone down.
Tone down.
Tone down.
Tone down.
Make something less intense or harsh.
Make something less intense or harsh.
Please tone down the music, it's too loud.
Please tone down the music, it's too loud.
تخفيف حدة.
In touch.
In touch.
In touch.
In touch.
Communicate or be in contact with someone.
Communicate or be in contact with someone.
She is in touch with her old friends.
She is in touch with her old friends.
على اتصال.
Out of touch.
Out of touch.
Out of touch.
Out of touch.
Not communicating or disconnected.
Not communicating or disconnected.
He's been out of touch with reality.
He's been out of touch with reality.
بعيدا عن الاتصال.
Touch down.
Touch down.
Touch down.
Touch down.
Land or arrive on the ground.
Land or arrive on the ground.
The plane will touch down in an hour.
The plane will touch down in an hour.
المس لأسفل.
Touch off.
Touch off.
Touch off.
Touch off.
Trigger or initiate something.
Trigger or initiate something.
His comment touched off a heated debate.
His comment touched off a heated debate.
المس إيقاف التشغيل.
Touch on.
Touch on.
Touch on.
Touch on.
Mention briefly or briefly discuss a topic.
Mention briefly or briefly discuss a topic.
Let's briefly touch on that topic.
Let's briefly touch on that topic.
المس.
Touch up.
Touch up.
touch up,
Touch up.
improve or enhance the appearance of something.
Improve or enhance the appearance of something.
She decided to touch up the painting.
She decided to touch up the painting.
اللمس.
Trail along,
Trail along.
trail along,
Trail along.
follow someone or something at a distance.
Follow someone or something at a distance.
She asked him to trail along with her.
She asked him to trail along with her.
درب على طول.
Trail off,
Trail off.
trail off,
Trail off.
gradually diminish or fade away.
Gradually diminish or fade away.
The path trailed off into the forest.
The path trailed off into the forest.
درب قبالة.
By trial and error.
By trial and error.
By trial and error.
By trial and error.
Experimenting and learning through mistakes.
Experimenting and learning through mistakes.
He solved the puzzle by trial and error.
He solved the puzzle by trial and error.
عن طريق التجربة والخطأ.
Try on.
Try on.
Try on.
Try on.
Put on clothing to see how it fits.
Put on clothing to see how it fits.
You should try on the new dress.
You should try on the new dress.
جرب.
Try out.
Try out.
Try out.
Try out.
Test or experiment with something.
Test or experiment with something.
Let's try out the new recipe.
Let's try out the new recipe.
جرب.
In tune with.
In tune with.
In tune with.
In tune with.
In harmony or agreement with.
In harmony or agreement with.
She is always in tune with the latest trends.
She is always in tune with the latest trends.
في تناغم مع.
Out of tune with.
Out of tune with.
Out of tune with.
Out of tune with.
Not in harmony or in disagreement with.
Not in harmony or in disagreement with.
He's out of tune with the group's ideas.
He's out of tune with the group's ideas.
خارج الانسجام مع.
To the tune of.
To the tune of.
To the tune of.
To the tune of.
Approximately or roughly in the amount of.
Approximately or roughly in the amount of.
The repairs will cost to the tune of $500.
The repairs will cost to the tune of $500.
على أنغام.
Tune in.
Tune in.
Tune in.
Tune in.
Listen to or pay attention to.
Listen to or pay attention to.
Don't forget to tune into the news at 6.
Don't forget to tune into the news at 6.
ضبط.
By turns.
By turns.
By turns.
By turns.
Alternately or in rotation.
Alternately or in rotation.
They took the lead by turns.
They took the lead by turns.
بالتناوب.
In turn.
In turn.
In turn.
In turn.
One after another in a sequence.
One after another in a sequence.
Each player had a chance in turn.
Each player had a chance in turn.
في المقابل.
Take turns.
Take turns.
Take turns.
Take turns.
Share or alternate in doing something.
Share or alternate in doing something.
They agreed to take turns driving.
They agreed to take turns driving.
تناوب.
Take around.
Take around.
Take around.
Take around.
Show someone around or guide them.
Show someone around or guide them.
She decided to take the kids around the zoo.
She decided to take the kids around the zoo.
خذ حولها.
Turn away.
Turn away.
Turn away.
Turn away.
Face in the opposite direction or refuse.
Face in the opposite direction or refuse.
He had to turn away from the gruesome scene.
He had to turn away from the gruesome scene.
عزف.
Turn back.
Turn back.
Turn back.
Turn back.
Go back or return to a previous location.
Go back or return to a previous location.
We need to turn back and go home.
We need to turn back and go home.
العودة إلى الوراء.
Turn down.
Turn down.
Turn down.
Turn down.
Reject or decline an offer or request.
Reject or decline an offer or request.
She had to turn down the job offer.
She had to turn down the job offer.
رفض الطلب.
Turn in.
Turn in.
Turn in.
Turn in.
Submit or hand over something.
Submit or hand over something.
It's late. Time to turn in for the night.
It's late. Time to turn in for the night.
بدوره في.
Turn off.
Turn off.
Turn off.
Turn off.
Switch off or deactivate.
Switch off or deactivate.
Don't forget to turn off the lights.
Don't forget to turn off the lights.
إيقاف تشغيل.
If you cannot unscrew the lid of a jar, try placing a rubber band around its circumference for extra grip.